All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Black Bullion Show with all of the bad news that we've been getting recently about school reclosures. For example, UNC Chapel Hill in North Carolina sending their college students back home this early on in the semester, the dollar trending downward, and more. The environment pretty much is looking good for gold growth. Now, parallel with this, we also have some technicals that may support gold's continued uptrend. Now, we also had some pretty interesting movements in the price of gold today. I'll address some of that a little bit later. But before we get into all this, if you are new to this channel, please hit that big red subscribe button right down below. Also, please hit the like button. Helps to get this economic evangelism right on out there to the masses to bring more people into precious metals. Now, first, let's take a look at what some analysts are seeing in regards to gold's movement against some technical indicators. So we have an article here from Yahoo Finance entitled "Gold Price Forecast: Critical Price Levels for the next 48 hours." Gold and miners are rallying on news of Warren Buffett's stake in Barrick Gold. Is this story enough to extend the already stretched advance in precious metals, or is this simply a knee-jerk reaction that will quickly evaporate? Below are critical levels I'll be watching in gold and GDX. Now, for this video, we're not going to talk about GDX. We're just going to look at gold. All right, so gold daily chart. After last Tuesday's sharp decline, gold prices are rebounding. If prices close back to back above $2,000 this week, then the Warren Buffett message may be enough to retest the $2,089.20 high and perhaps break marginally above $2,100. But if gold fails to close back to back above $2,000, then we see the potential for another sharp decline towards our 6-month target. Now, let's take a look at our own technical analysis to see if we will be heading upwards or downwards. Now, here we have, here we're looking at the action for gold within the past 24 hours. We're looking at two indicators here, guys, and we're going to be looking at the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, at the bottom here in the purple, and then we're also going to be looking at the VWAP at the top, which is this line here, where we have the candlestick price is generally above, except a little bit today it starts to drop below, and we'll talk about why that is. Now, on this channel, we haven't talked much about the VWAP, so let me give you a quick definition here to help you out before we get started. So here's a definition. The volume weighted average price, VWAP, is a trading benchmark used by traders that gives the average price a security has traded at throughout the day based on both volume and price. It is important because it provides traders with insight into both the trend and value of a security. So going back here, let's take a look at the price over the VWAP in the last 24 hours. So for the most part, it has been uptrending or trending above the VWAP or just at the line during this 24-hour time range. And that's a bullish sign. Now, obviously, we had a huge drop here, and we had that drop roughly around the time when we got the news that the S&P 500 hit a new record high. So obviously, a lot of equities are getting attention right now based on that news. But the good news is that, well, before we get into the good news, let's talk about the RSI. The RSI has been showing positive momentum, and it hasn't settled into overbought territory as the price has been trending up. It hasn't just settled there. It's actually come back down to reasonable range. And within the recent day, as it hit underbought territory, it quickly bounced back, just like how the price has quickly bounced back and is approaching the average volume weighted price. So we're approaching that average now, which is good. We haven't settled below the VWAP for too long. We hit a point, hit an inflection point, and now we're bouncing right back up like a nice V-shaped recovery here. And it looks like we're going to be heading back upwards. We're probably going to hit that $2,000 level again. So I wouldn't be too worried about that drop that we had today. I honestly think we should be taking a look at the longer term trends. And even in this 24-hour range, I think we're going to have a lot of momentum that will push gold even higher. So overall, guys, I think gold will continue its ascent upwards given these indicators, given the recent news, and of course, given the overall general fundamentals of easy monetary and fiscal policy. So guys, let me know what you guys are seeing as well in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're new. It's Black Bullion.